Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that's been going on for a long time, which to be honest I find to be quite rude. It's absolutely no secret that there are definitely pressures from society placed onto women to do things like have children, to find a lover and to settle down and marry. Often, if women are single and not pregnant, they are asked about having children and when they're going to find someone to settle down with. And then once a woman's pregnant, they're asked if they're having more and when they'll be having more. I was actually recently at a doctor's appointment in which I was discussing my mental health, and I was asked if I'll be having any more children. And I just sat there and I thought to myself, let me have this baby first before thinking about another. Let me just enjoy this baby before thinking of adding another to the mix. Like, please. If a woman doesn't want to have kids at all, then she's also often judged for that too. It feels like there's just this never-ending cycle of judgment, traditions, expectations. And while some people may not mind being asked those kinds of questions, some do take a little bit of offence to it. And honestly, I find it quite tone-deaf to ask those kinds of questions, mainly just because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes in somebody's life. I actually recently watched Demi Lovato's new documentary series called Dancing with the Devil, and within it, Demi talks about calling off her engagement. She explains that although there were other reasons why she called off the engagement, she felt as though she was settling down because that's what was expected of her. She says, quote, "I think I rushed into something that I thought was what I was supposed to do," end quote. Hinting at the pressure that one can put on themselves because of the social norms and expectations. By the way, quick mention, Dancing with the Devil is an absolutely fantastic documentary, and it gives an insight into Demi's 2018 overdose. In my eyes, it's not hard to figure out why sometimes these kinds of pressures can be harmful to someone. For example, asking a woman when they'll be having kids when they could desperately want children, but they could be unable to conceive for some reason, or they could have had several miscarriages. Someone could have had an incredibly difficult pregnancy or a very challenging time becoming pregnant in the first place, so they may not want any more kids because of that. There's several reasons why asking those kinds of questions may not be the best idea. Basically, long story short, you don't know what's fully going on in a person's life behind closed doors. Plus, it's hinting at the very traditional way of life in which a woman is solely on this earth to reproduce or to marry. The questions about this sort of stuff never seem to end. Before being pregnant and getting engaged, I was often asked about marriage and having babies. And now that I am pregnant, I'm being asked about having more children, and I haven't even had this baby yet. I think society will judge you for not being married, for being married. They'll judge you for not wanting any kids, for only having one child, for having more than one. And you know what? Don't live your life to please other people, because it will not get you anywhere and it won't make you happy. Don't live your life to please the social norms. Like me, I'm a 25-year-old woman, and, at this stage in my life, I'm definitely old enough to make my own decisions and choices, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Don't let anyone stand in your way or upset you just because you don't live up to their expectations. We as women are much more than just baby-making machines, and we don't have to settle down and get married just because that's the old traditional way of thinking. If you want to have a baby and settle down, like, I'm doing right now, that's completely fine. Just don't feel like you have to do it. Don't feel pressured to do it. But anyway, I feel like this video has probably gone on long enough and I'm starting to repeat myself. So I do apologise, I suppose, for this little rant. But if you're new here, click on that subscribe button. If you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you've had any similar experiences, comment in the comment section down below. Share your thoughts on this. Thank you so much for listening, and I very much hope to see you in my next video.